Thank you for being with us. I'm Mary Yanez, Director of the Senior Adult Program at the El Paso Community College. And as you can see, we're ready for Christmas. Big week this week. And so we want to give you one more idea for a gift. And so we want to introduce to you Julissa Ceballos. And she is the donor recruitment representative for Vitalant. And she's going to explain who's Vitalant. But anyway, and we've also got Dr. Ron Stroud, who is an APCC Director of Institutional Effectiveness. And they're here to tell us about a very important gift. So let's find out. Thank you, Julissa, for being here with us on Mature Living.
Thank you for having us.
Tell me who you work for.
We are Vitalant, formerly United Blood Services. We officially changed our name on September the 24th. So we are still the same local blood bank. We are the only local blood bank in El Paso. And here we service 18 different hospitals. And in order to service those hospitals, we have to collect 175 units of blood every day to keep up with the demand.
Every day?
Every day.
And so you're formerly United Blood?
Yes, formerly United Blood Services.
Okay.
A lot of people.
That is so, significant.
Yes.
Daily.
Yes, it's something that most people don't think about, unless it's personal. Unless it comes into that we have to go into the hospital for one reason or another.
And so how do you manage to get people to donate, and organizations such as EPCC? And I understand we are like number one. And tell me about EPCC, and we'll have Dr. Stroud tell us how he manages it as a coordinator.
EPCC is one of our most amazing supporters. We get a lot of blood drawn. Dr. Stroud is one of our biggest supporters in donating blood himself. So that's pretty amazing. He's donated recently pint number 99.
Pint number 99.
Yes, so that's pretty amazing for us to say not only does he support us, but he is also a donor himself.
Yes. And Dr. Stroud, tell me about EPCC and how you have managed over how many years that you've been coordinating?
Well, the blood drive has been going on as it is now for about 16 years. We're in our 16th year now. And we've been number one, I'm proud to say, each one of those 16 years. That is the number one blood donor in the region. By definition, the region is southern New Mexico and West Texas. That's the area that we target. The requirement of El Paso Community College is to be the coordinator. We open our doors at all sites, at all campuses, and so that everyone can come in, not only faculty, students, and staff, even, but also the general community is invited. Everyone can come. So if you donate yourself, and hope you donate at one of our campuses this year, if you donate, then we ask you to bring someone with you. We'll find parking for them. Everything will be okay. And you have uncles and aunts and friends. All of them are welcome. The entire community is welcome. It just happens to be a community blood drive that's on the various sites.
That is so great. Also, and we want to say, don't be scared, right, Doctor?
Absolutely
I am a
not.
regular donor myself, and I get a little nervous, but it's really just us, our own little nervousness. It doesn't hurt, and think about the good that you're doing.
I think that's an excellent point. Yes, you might feel uncomfortable. It's something you don't want to do a lot. Maybe some people have never done it. But the thing to think about is to focus on those who sometimes are required to undergo an injection with a needle almost every day because they suffer from cancer, and they may be children.
Yes.
And so you're going to be uncomfortable, and maybe for a few minutes at most, maybe 5 minutes. Think about that person, that child, who is going to be uncomfortable maybe for the rest of his life, which could be very, very short. And one thing that motivates, I think, everyone is the end result. We help a lot of people. We help a lot of children. We help a lot of adults. We help them in the best way possible. We give them life, and sometimes maybe additional life. Yes. It's a great thing to feel.
And Julissa, what does a donor have to bring with them?
We ask everybody to bring an ID, something to verify, we can verify your identity with. Okay, it can be a state ID, a passport, anything that has your full picture and your full legal name on there.
And there's a questionnaire that we do.
There is a questionnaire. We want everybody to feel well and healthy, so we want you to know what medications you're on, if you've traveled recently, where you've traveled, just to make sure that the blood that we are collecting is not only safe for you to donate, but safe for the person that's receiving it.
And what are the benefits of donating blood? Because you don't come every week or every 2 weeks. No. You come how often? Every 3 months?
We're at each campus about twice a year, once a semester, and we come out to try to get people to donate. The benefits are it helps to lower your own risk of heart disease. It helps to lower your cholesterol. and you can save up to 3 lives with every blood donation.
And even though they draw a pint of blood, it replenishes.
Yes, your body will replenish the blood that we collect from it, usually within about a week, depending on how well you hydrate and how well you eat afterwards.
And think of the lives you're saving. In families, sometimes we have experienced a person that is ill or is in an accident, and then the family has to all gather to donate blood for that family member. And those families are very cognizant of giving blood, and they give. They become regular donors, and that's what we want.
Yes.
We also want to make a challenge, right?
Yes, we want to challenge people and see if other people are willing to step up
Dr.
to the
Stroud
plate.
doesn't want challenges. He wants to remain EPCC
He
is number
enjoys
one.
challenges because it'll
So
make
who do
us,
we
it'll
want to
push us more. We do. We want to challenge others to donate. It's something that, fear is the number one reason that people do not donate blood.
Fear
It
of a
is.
needle.
Fear of a little needle, yes. That's the number one reason. I think because it's a choice. When we go to the doctor, we don't have a choice. We still need the needle. But Dr. Stroud can probably give people pointers on how to make such a blood drive so amazing.
Yeah, would you, Dr. Stroud? Jump right in.
Well, there are a lot of things that we do at El Paso Community College. First of all, we do it very well, have been doing it for about 16 years. We work very closely with representatives from Vitalant Blood Services, and they help us out a lot. They usually assign a coordinator to work at various college sites. If they here at the ASC where we are now, or at Valle Verde, one of our older campuses, and so there's very close contact. In general, we help basically open the doors and find space for the blood drive at an institute, at one of our campuses. And then we contact Vitalant to see if they can have someone there, and we have an arrangement, I guess, at all sites, and we do it a year in advance. By the way, we've had our blood drive set up with them since September 1st of this year, and will continue through August of 31st. I might mention the many people that help us within the college itself, from the president of the college down to just anyone who works there, and people who live in the neighborhood. All of them are invited. And you have a lot of opportunities. If you can't donate this semester, well, there's next semester and both halves of the summer.
Yes.
We have about 70 blood drive days a year, if you can imagine that, 70. We could probably have even more if we wanted to, but we need to give others a little bit of the glory also.
And no wonder we've gotten some awards, from Vitalant, as being the number one donor of the region. And we want to continue that as a tradition. And we want to tell people, make it a regular part of your life. Become a donor. We also want to tell everybody, about the best gift that we can give. Can you all share that? What's the best gift we can give?
The gift of
The
life.
gift of life.
The gift of life, and that is to donate blood,
Yes.
save a life. And as we finish our conversation, can you give us a phone number where they can call you, and of course your website?
You can reach and find out where blood drives are going on at vitalant.org. You can enter your zip code and find out what's near you. Or you can call our office at 915-544-5422. And they can give you information there on what's close by to you.
Yes, and if I miss the EPCC drive, I usually go to the offices and give, because they won't let me, they won't leave me alone. And
We
said,
need you
thank
so
you for the
badly."
reminders. Thank you for the reminders. We'll give it any way we can. And so we want to wish everybody, of course, from Vitalant Blood Services and from El Paso Community College, Dr. Stroud and Julissa Ceballos. Let's wish everybody a Merry Christmas, and
Merry Christmas.
Feliz Navidad. Thank you for being with us and staying with us, actually, for our second interview today. And as usual, we love to give information about education, about helping community. And we're talking about gifts still this week of Christmas. And so we wanted to introduce you to a couple that I've known for several years, maybe 6 years now.
Yes.
Patricia and Eduardo Sanabria. And they are owners of a company that they're going to explain that deals with human development. And so they're going to be facilitators at some of the seminars that we're starting for the senior adult program for the senior population. And so I want to introduce Eduardo. He's going to do the English, and Pati's going to do the Spanish seminars. So Eduardo, are you it's your turn to tell us about your organization, your company, and how you got started giving these workshops and seminars.
Thank you, Mary. We are very excited to be presenting this series of seminars for the good of the community. Our company is called International Center for Human Development, and we have found out that many people have grief, and they're carrying this emotional baggage, all these things that happen to us. And through a process of growth, of learning, of being aware, of self-knowledge, we can grow out of that and actually heal from many, if not all of the things that have happened to us.
And you've been giving these seminars in English and Spanish, but mostly in Spanish because Patti, is kind of like through the churches in Juarez and in El Paso, and also through the community college continuing education health
Correct.
area. And so, you've had some pretty, I attended those, and I've had some good experiences with you.
We're glad.
And so you're proven. There's been a lot of healing going on. Tell me some success.
Yes, well, actually, going back, for a couple of seconds, we started attending to the population that was hurt during when the violence was going on in Juarez.
Yes.
A lot of people were affected, not only on the Mexican side, but also here.
Yes.
And so we started going after that population in the good sense of the word. And we have had some successes, many here at the college. We remember this specific lady who, she came in, she was very burdened with guilt because, very difficult situation. And she was carrying that. And when she finished the seminar with us, she was like all grateful, and she was like, thank you, and what can I do? So to make that long story short, she started going into the GED classes and kept going, and she kept taking courses here at the college, which is our main objective, to make your life, not the future, the present better. Talking
Yes.
about gifts, it is a present.
It is. And so we're going to be offering how many seminars? 3 seminars, or they're like how many weeks and how many hours? And they're going to be at one of the campuses.
Yes,
I'm
they're
sure.
going to be here on campus, and we're going to start with a series of 3 seminars ourselves. Of course, there are going to be more for the people who are interested. The first one is called Healing the Emotional Wounds of Life. That starts on January 14th. Also, on March 4th, we have Healing My Personal History. It's a very beautiful seminar where we review the 8 stages of life and what type of things we might have missed, and then how we can kind of go back and fill all those things that we kind of missed. The last one of the first series, right? Because there's going to be more, depending on the success.
I'm sure.
On April 29th, we're going to have Rediscovering Your Purpose in Life. It's a beautiful seminar where you can go back to your roots, who you were, who you are, and who do you want to be.
I think I want to go to all 3 of them.
Again, you've
Starting
taken
in
a couple.
January and March.
Yes.
And so we are going to have a tuition cost to this. How much is the tuition?
Yes, there is a tuition. There is a cost of $78, and it includes some of the material that we're going to give here. And people need to start registering because we have limited seating. So we suggest that as early as possible. And this is a nice way of putting it. You could either give this gift to somebody who you know that might need it, or maybe you could give a gift to yourself. I mean, give yourself the gift of having a better 2019. I think that would be great.
This is a week of Christmas.
Of course.
So a time of giving. And if you feel grandma needs a seminar, why not give her the gift and pay for the seminar and give it as and let me tell you, she's going to thank you. Patti, in Spanish, can you give us a little bit about your feelings of these seminars that you're starting?
Sí, estos seminarios pues que vamos a iniciar, Mary, en enero, toda la gente está invitada de verdad para todas esas cosas que están cargando, ¿verdad? Esas cosas, esas pérdidas como la muerte de un ser querido, la depresión, ansiedad, personas también que están pasando a través de un proceso de divorcio o separación, pueden atender a estos seminarios, cosas que han pasado en diferentes etapas en su vida para sanar, Mary. Qué mejor que ahorita que estamos a final de año, ¿verdad? Que las personas tienen esos propósitos, esas metas, planeamos el año que entra, entonces que estos seminarios que van a empezar justo en enero estén dentro de sus planes, que sean ese regalo para ellos de sanar y vivir con alegría, con esa capacidad de dar y de recibir amor, Mary.
Perfecto. And you know, I do want to make sure that we tell people to call. They can call the office at 831, area code, of course, 915-831-7801. Can you give us your phone number too for your,
Of course.
your company?
Our phone number is 915-875-1003. I repeat, 915-875-1003. And do leave us a message on our old style machine, please.
Yes, we're all old style. I like that. I like that. And so, Eduardo, you know, with these seminars, and I know people will love them, and we want to have great success because there's others that you all offer. And there's
Yes.
other seminars we're going to be offering, like cooking Vegas style as part of our seminar series, jewelry making techniques
Of
for
course.
jewelry making, and there's going to be others that I haven't mentioned. But definitely, if you call us, anything else on the process of how you do your workshops, your seminars, with a lot of interactivity in there.
Yes. Well, first of all, I would like to say that sometimes people think, oh, I'm 60, I'm something, 75, I'm too old. You're never too old to learn something new and to give yourself this gift. We do the seminars with a lot of interaction. We have found out that when we understand that there are other people going to the same process, you don't feel so alone. You have to feel lonesome and to think that this is only happening to you. There's so many people, and by understanding your neighbor, by understanding the other, you start understanding yourself. And that process starts the healing immediately. So we encourage participation, we encourage the group sharing, and it's always has been a great experience for
And
us.
if we improve, if we heal ourselves, the family also
course.
heals.
Of course.
And so it's all gift to yourself, but it's also gift to your family and the people that are important to you around you.
Yes.
So what a
In
nice
fact,
thought.
we are healing that community. It seems to happen on a personal level, but we are really affecting our whole community when we do something like this.
That's wonderful. And maybe we can wish everybody, since this is Christmas week, we can wish everybody Merry Christmas and Feliz,
Feliz
Navidad.
Of
I wish I
course.
could play the song. We'll be back with more guests. To culminate our show, we want to introduce you to Charlie Ramirez, who is Director of Public Relations with Urgent Care Home Health. And so there's so many organizations to choose from. And so we try to bring you different organizations that provide services in the home and for seniors or persons of even young ages, 18. And so Charlie's going to talk to us about his company and how they're serving this community. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me here.
Urgent Care Home Health. Tell me about that and the specialties that you provide as far as services.
Well, Urgent Care Home Health Incorporated is a home health agency that's been in El Paso now for 12 years.
Okay.
So we consider ourselves to be homegrown and home established, and of course employees here are from El Paso. We specialize in giving home health services to adults 18 and over, but our specialty is really geriatrics, which is our older population in El Paso and the community.
Yes.
One of the things that Urgent Care Home Health might consider to be different, and of course a lot of agencies might say it, okay, but we thrive on being able to say with heart, okay, that we care about the patients that we take care of because we become their family.
Yes.
A lot of times, even though they might have family, they're not there because of hectic, active life that they might
Schedules,
have.
yeah,
Their
and
schedules
working
do
and-
not allow that. So then our nurses become family for our patients.
Yes.
So we take care of patients at home that might have diabetes, that might need IV therapy at home, that have problems, okay, with blood pressure, Even if they have a wound, okay, or are getting ready to go to surgery, we can be able to have a post-surgery, and of course, anything having to do in relation after the surgery with wound care.
And what is your area of service? Do you serve just the El Paso area?
No, as a matter of fact, we go as far west as Anthony, Texas, and we go as far east as Fort Hancock.
That's a rural community. So
Very much so. I think it's a community that needs our services. That's why we were accepted so well over there, because of the fact that there's not that many agencies that go out there, but we do. And we're out there, and we're taking care of course, Tornillo, Fabens, and Fort Hancock.
And also sometimes families worry about how am I going to pay for the services, or how are these services covered?
I'm glad you asked that. A lot of people have the misconception that they can't afford the services, but then a lot of people don't realize that if they have insurance, they've been paying for these services for a long time since they started getting their insurance. Now, they have to be careful, though, because insurances have different plans within a plan. So that's when we have to be able to intervene and be able to tell patients what exactly are their benefits. A lot of them don't realize that they have plans that is a benefit, and it's already been paid for them to be able to get home health services.
Yes, and you work with most insurances?
Primarily, we work with Medicare. We do work with United Healthcare, Humana. We do work also with Amerigroup through our sister agency. But a lot of the insurances that we work with, we verify what their coverage is, and we'll be able to tell the patients if they are indeed covered or not.
Okay, super. I also wanted to ask that you, as a community person, as a community company, right, sponsor a variety of events, and one of the highlights of this community is those senior games that the city of El Paso offers, and to people to stay healthy. There's basketball, swimming, there's all kinds. Tell me about your involvement with that.
Well, you know what? I started talking to David Lopez over 8 years ago, and the owner of our company, of our agency, Richard Senesi, believed in what they were doing, and that's why since then we became a sponsor, so we could sponsor good health in the El Paso community. We're the only agency that does that for home health, and 8 years ago, really nobody really wanted to do that. We were, I guess, the pioneers in being able to do that. So we're very proud of the fact that our senior community wants to get healthy and wants to keep themselves healthy, because that's something that we all need to look for in the future. We need to be able to have a healthy life to be able to get into longevity.
Yes, that's true. And when seniors or persons that go into the hospital, do they get referrals to get home health as they're coming out of the hospital, so that when they get to their home, the care continues? Is that really important?
It's very important that we work with hospitals, clinics, a lot of doctors here, nursing homes, foster homes. So everything is generated by an order from the doctor. And the patient has to be able to qualify for home health services. Does not mean that they're not able to walk or drive or go to church or go to buy groceries. No, it just means that they have an impairment, okay, that limits them from being able to do a lot of things that somebody, you might say, on a regular basis is a normal activity. Of course, when somebody gets sick, when somebody has surgery, when somebody has a wound, that limits their capabilities to be able to live a normal life. So we get a doctor's order, a referral that's called, and then once we get that from the doctor, of course, he has to authorize that we give them the services. As a home health agency, then we pursue in verifying that insurance and be able to get back with the doctor and let them know, you know, this patient is good to go on home health services, so that they won't have to worry about anything having to be paid by the patient.
Yes.
It's all taken care of by their insurance.
And many families are concerned about grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, and so they get really involved with the home health agency, and you all become really like part of the family,
We
don't
become
you?
the family, yeah.
Because the
and
nurses that come in the home, and there's you get good care. There's a relationship that grows from that.
And that's exactly right. You get the compassionate care and understanding, and a lot of times even just that ear to listen to what they might say, even though a lot of times our patients might repeat the same thing, but they'll repeat it on a different day, and we'll act like if it's the first time that we hear it. It's understanding them and putting yourself, having empathy, to put yourself in their place, because they don't want to be sick, they don't want to have to go to the doctor, they don't want to have to go to the hospital, but unfortunately that happens. So that's why it's fortunate for them to know that there is a home health agency like Urgent Care Home Health that cares about their needs, that cares about them getting back into an independent lifestyle.
And the goal is to keep them at home as long as possible.
Well, no, not necessarily. Okay, the goal is to be able to take care of them at home so that they can be able to get out of bed and get into a healthy routine. We go as far as even instructing and educating their family so that they can be able to help them.
That's
Once
good.
we're not there anymore, okay, that means that they have met their goals, but then they have to continue, and the family has to be part of that continuation.
That's true. So true. And so important for us to have good organizations, good companies that take care of our elders and anybody that is not well.
Right.
Let's give your phone number where they can reach you and ask you some more questions
Okay.
about Urgent Care Home Health.
Our main number is 594-8070. Now, my cell phone number, and I'll give it out because it's for everybody to be able to call me whenever they want to and ask me questions. 222-4205. Of course, right now our address, we're 3130 Gateway Boulevard East, but that's under construction right now, remodeling. We need to expand so we can be able to take better care of the community. But we are now in a temporary location on Admiral Street. But
Very
just
good.
by calling us, we'll be able to take care of you.
Very good. And I think as a last gesture, I think I'd like for Urgent Care Home Health and EPCC, maybe we can wish everybody a Merry Christmas.
Of course, you know.
And
I mean,
Feliz Navidad, right?
Feliz Navidad to everybody, and of course, a very Merry Christmas. And remember, Christmas is not just a celebration, it's a celebration that we all should be doing every year,
Very good. Maybe even every month.
every month. Of course,
We'll see you all or every week, because we'll see you all next week too.
that's great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.